you will have noticed that I am not Phillips. That's why I have to take that. Adam has very kindly left me some notes. First of all, welcome. Thank you for coming to this lunch. I mean, we're quite overwhelmed by the number of people we have who attend these events. And it's a further tribute to our event organisers, Jane William and Jane Bain. I think we welcome today some new members. Alan Breeze. Stand up, Alan. And I'd also like to welcome Lorna Hudson, who's rejoined. Thank goodness. Welcome, Lorna. Now we have a number of guests today: Roger Banks, Harry Butler, Vanilla O'Keefe, and Rigg, and Smart, and Janice Thorburn, and Rebecca Jones. And I'd like to welcome our guests today, and also persuade them, if they are suitably qualified, to join us. Jill has an adequate supply of membership forms if you want to have a word with her. Jill wearing a sitting opposite here. On a slightly sad note, I should also welcome Jane, John and Mary Goodyear, who have joined us today. It's lovely to see and the other walking wounded, including Ivor McLaughlin, who's just had a hip operation. It's marvellous what efforts you will go to be here. Lovely to see you all. On a slightly unhappy note, since the last lunch we have lost 3 of our members. Val Farbridge, who, as you know, was research director, or field director rather, of NOP, and I did have the pleasure of working alongside Val for a little while, and I'd been in touch with her for a long time before that, and I know how much she would have missed. Michael Brown, who lived in furthest Wales and therefore didn't visit us very much, also died. And Larry Gold, who's one of our American members, and many of you will know him as the editor of the Inside Research newsletter. And he also had connections with the Advertising Research Foundation and Nielsen. We also noted the deaths of 4 non-members who a lot of you will know: Tony Twyman, Richard Chilton, David Dawkins and Andrew Floyd, and last but not least, Jay Wilson. Jay was chairman and CEO of Roper Starch, which, if you remember, Ruby Goldsmith brought up as part of NOP. And Jay was one of those Americans who took a great interest in researching cultures outside the USA, outside North America, and we should also miss him. Now, 1 or 2 items of news. The oral history, first of all. I'm not going to say very much about this because Lawrence here on my right is going to speak more about it in a moment. But just to tell you that the oral history interviews will be available from, we think, Thursday onwards on the Market Research Society website, which was, if you think about it, the obvious home for them, and we owe a great debt of gratitude, apart from Lawrence, who conducted the first tranche of interviews, our debt to Lawrence is incalculable. He worked very hard to do these interviews. Including interviewing me, which must have been a bit challenging. But you'll be able to read or listen to all these interviews on the MRS website, and I will provide a link to the page on the Research Network website quite shortly. The interviews that are already up include interviews with Joe Goodhart, Joe DeGroot, John Darnham, Mari Alexander, Valerie Farbridge, and Martin Simmons, and we've planned to have 9 more interviews, but I'll leave Lawrence to tell you about that later. The last bit that Adam wanted me to talk about was the MRS archive. Several of you will know, especially if you've been personally involved, that the MRS lost all its archive in a fire when it handed it over to the IPA. But we're trying, Adam has been a member of the committee of a group of people who are interested in reviving the research archive. Ultimately, we're going to set up a trust. For the moment, it's an informal, is that right, John? Informal organisation, and several people, including Adam, have been members of, and myself in this small way, have been members of a group who are interested in carrying forward the setting up of a new MRS archive. It has the support of the MRS and was recently established with Constitution and Management Committee that were approved at a meeting on the 27th of March by the MRS. It will be at arm's length from the MRS, but obviously it will be closely associated with the MRS. And we'll be asking everybody to contribute, either contribute material or contribute money, ultimately. The new, well, if you want to. Last, I want to mention 2 things. First of all, the newsletter. Nick here is always interested to have articles reprinted in the newsletter. And I'd like to pay tribute to the splendid job that Nick does in producing. Now that we have the oral history established, it would also be quite interesting if you might contribute to the newsletter some reminiscences of your own, perhaps less formal and more, I want to say scandalous, I mean, anecdote about your early days in research. Last but not least, don't forget to put the date of July 1st in your diary, and that's when we shall have our summer party again at Goggett's Coat and Badge. Now, I know there were certain reservations about Goggett's Coat and Badge. We did explain these in great detail to those who were present at the AGM. We're assured that Goggett's Coat and Badge will provide us with much better service than was the case last time. So we hope to see you all there at the summer party. I'll now hand over to Lawrence, who sorry. So Bill Pegram, also amongst the departed, and we very much regretted that sudden death of Bill, who was well known to and well liked by a lot of members of the network. I'm going to make a rather tired speech, so I'll end at this point. But we had a long-term plan on oral history, so I'll hand over to Lawrence to tell you about that.
Good after the first speech. Esteemed market researchers. The Oral History of Market Research Project, what a delight it has been to do these 15 interviews that I've been involved in. There'll be one more that I'm involved in, which is a bit hush at the moment, special. But there will be now 6 interviews, program interviews that you can hear, as Tom mentioned, on the via the MRS website for next week. And they're all great.
From Thursday this week, I understand.
From Thursday this week, possibly. There we are. I thought you might like to know who the other interviewees will be. We release the interviews in due course, several this year. So apart from those that Tom mentioned, we will be having interviews published from Jeffrey Rowden, John Barter, Liz Nelson, Ivan McLaughlin, Ted Whitley, Bill Shackman. There is in fact a short video already on the YouTube website from Bill Shackman. A lot more to come. Nick Phillips, Tom Hunt, and Bob Worcester. So you'll enjoy all those, I'm sure. I thought you might like to know what some of the highlights might be to watch out for. So when you're listening to Gerald de Groot, you'll hear about the Great Opinion Poll disaster of 1970. Listen to Gerald for some general statistics. I was impressed myself. Do please listen to John Dowman's interview for what I have to describe as a classic understated RAF style, particularly regarding flying the length of Africa, I recall. Maury Alexander is very interested on the difficult birth of RBL. Valerie Farbridge is worth hearing on being stranded in Northern Ireland with 1,000+ opinion questionnaires. Quite an experience. So a lot to enjoy there. And after finishing 15 interviews, I feel that I've done the stint on this, so there will be the next wave, and I'm going to hand over the interviewing task to Neil McPhee. So, if you're old enough, you may be approached by Neil. Many people have been. Let me just finish briefly with my personal thanks, since I'm going to stop it. I'll still be involved in doing some of the posting and editing work, but let me finish by thanking those who are here that I have interviewed so far, and I can honestly say it was all very, very enjoyable. So thank you. Thank you.
They'll find out later.
Well, you can please hear that's the end of the speech. Now everyone may cross over to